I would guess the first question on many minds is spirit interaction or spirit petitions with a tarot deck safe? In a way that's almost like asking if it's safe to cross the road. I mean, which road? What's going on in terms of traffic? Have you looked both ways? There are so many factors to account for to answer the question, is it safe to cross the road? I'm going to share some of my own religious and superstitious beliefs. So first, I know this is a controversial view, but hey, it's my view. And that is that, yeah, in some instances, obviously not all, but in some rare instances, because of certain variables or environmental and personal circumstances at play, working with the tarot can catch the imprint of spirit energies around you at that moment. And if those spirit energies are malefic attachments, they can come through the tarot cards and communicate to you through the cards. In these rather rare but possible instances, their speech to you through the cards can become manipulative, and that's where the undue or potentially harmful impact can come through. It's my position that a holy guardian angel and any beneficent spirit or even deity is never going to tell you how wonderful you are. But let's make sure we understand the nuanced distinction. Sending the message, you can do this, is not the same. I think that message does get delivered by beneficence. What I mean is, beneficents don't pander to you. They don't fluff your ego. They don't tell you how powerful you are. Although I think sometimes popular culture and fictional depictions might tell you otherwise. I also don't believe they ever tell you straight to your face that you are the chosen one or a chosen one. They don't tell you you're beautiful. They don't tell you how amazing you are. There just isn't a whole lot of flattery going on when you're dealing with beneficence. Whereas I think sometimes when you're dealing with a lower vibrational entity, a spirit entity that I wouldn't put in the category of angel, loose and broad as that definition is, lower vibrational entities may try to prime you by flattering you. Beneficents never tell you that others are not worthy of you. Malefics might. Malefic energies also try to take away your hope and your faith. Beneficents report the facts and probable futures objectively, which sometimes to us can feel harsh, but they also always give us a way out. Always. We are always given a way out of the hole we dug for ourselves. Beneficents don't wave some proverbial wand and zap you instantly from danger to safety. Instead, they throw you a lifeline, a damn good lifeline, but you're still expected to swim to the shore on your own. Deals with malefic spirits or lower vibrational entities, on the other hand, can be quick fixes, whereas you do get a zap and instant result where you might not necessarily have done any work for yourself. But there is a price to pay. I'm not for or against that. Sometimes a bargain is a bargain, but it's up to you, and all you need to do is go in fully informed. Again, I know the belief in an animated tarot deck is a very, very controversial and antiquated, superstitious view of the tarot. That's okay with me. It's okay that only a minority of people share my belief. Also, you do not have to share that belief to get good mileage out of the Spirit Keeper's Tarot. This is just the deck's backstory and where I, the deck creator, am coming from, but that has nothing at all to do with you if you don't want to have anything to do with it. But since I'm coming from that place of belief, if I'm to craft a tarot deck that has the capacity to connect with spirits, to bring knowledge and facilitate conversation with the spirit realm, then I'm going to feel a really heavy weight of responsibility, and I took it on willingly. I really thought about how to design a tarot deck that could be a form of advanced technology from what we have currently, which can effectively ward off those possible malefic influences so that malefic spirits cannot speak through these cards and unduly manipulate you in detrimental ways. So I make the joke that this Angel Tarot deck is 100% safe, but that's just a quip at Doreen Virtue and her underhanded marketing practices. I hope it's clear I don't mean that at all. It's me being supercilious. I don't think anything can guarantee that it's 100% safe. What I can guarantee is my best efforts and relaying to you truly the heavy weight of responsibility I took on and tried very hard to uphold in all manner of crafting and design of this tarot deck. I knew I wanted a tarot deck that functioned primarily for interaction with spirit entities, gods and goddesses, and in that capacity, it absolutely needed to have safeguards and wards, absolutely. At the same time, it had to be a nexus that would facilitate communion with deity, meaning I definitely wanted a tarot deck that could, in a sense, be a megaphone for a deity to speak through. I wanted a tarot deck for myself to work with deity, to work with spirit communications, amplify mediumship, to connect with ancestors, and to be able to communicate with entities on the other side, no matter what that other side happens to be, whether it's because I'm doing astral work, path working, or underworld journeying with this tarot deck. The Book of Maps covers many different suggested tarot reading approaches for petitioning spirits with your Spirit Keeper's tarot deck, but please treat it as a starting point only. It shouldn't be the end-all be-all of how you use the tarot deck. In terms of connecting to any spirit entity, if you want to do so with the tarot, well, the deck I created was intended for that very purpose. So I hope that this deck becomes your go-to tarot deck for spirit interactions. My personal thought is it doesn't require any special ceremonial bells, whistles, and complicated ritual to connect with spirit or the other side with the tarot deck. It's all about the mindset and how you tune your mind. Those special bells and whistles have, in my opinion and in my practical experience, have never been the direct cause of connection. It's what helps you to attune your mindset. So by all means, go for the complicated bells and whistles because it helps you with your mindset. Heck, I'm all into it myself. But just so we're clear on causation, they don't cause the connection. Your mind and only you can cause the connection. You don't need anything else but your mind and willpower, and that will to alter your own state of consciousness. Everything else, the ceremonial pomp and circumstances magicians love so much, is just what tends to help get your mind to that needed state.